Hey channel, this is Sci-Fi Audio coming to you from Glen Rock, New Jersey, featuring the MR80 FM tuner. This came in the heels of the MR78, which was one of the best tuners ever made in our opinion, and of huge success for McIntosh. As technology evolved, they decided to then take the MR78 and apply some of the new things that were available, such as presets, integrated circuits, LED readouts, etc. So the MR80 shares a lot of the performance and capabilities of the MR78, but it's a bit more convenient to use. Here we have a pristine example. This unit is absolutely cherry. I would qualify it as new old stock, but we don't have the box for it. Otherwise, it would be essentially sold as a brand new piece. And how do we know this? Well, over time, we've seen a lot of McIntosh pieces, and you can tell right away one that hasn't been used. It's only happened a couple times, but we see them from time to time. Telltale signs are these pristine knobs everywhere. After using them for only a week or two, some of the residue from your fingers and oil starts to show within these ridges. This one exhibits no such thing. There's also not a fingerprint on it, from the glass to the casework to the side rails that tend to rust over time. I would say this is probably as close to new as you're ever going to find. And on the workbench, it performed like it just came out of the box, so we're pretty sure it's been unused. And we did get this from a collector that had probably over 30 tuners, so I imagine that he just put this away and didn't do much with it. So let's go over some of the features. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory. Here on the right-hand side, we've got the tuning knob, which is nice and weighted. There you can kind of see the stations as we progress the dial. Just below it is the power button, which also has a variable output. There are two sets of outputs on the back. One of them is variable, so you could potentially use this straight into an amplifier. Moving to the left, we've got a muting muter attenuator in order to set our muting sensitivity, and same for the scan. Headphones in the middle, and then a switch to select between stereo and mono. Then we'll move on to a filter, which can be set between auto in or out, and then selectivity, narrow and super narrow. Presets are here. They're touch sensitive presets. I think they use the capacitance in your body in order to detect that you've pushed the button. And then the auto scan feature here. The signal strength meter comes here in the middle. We don't have an antenna connected, so you're not going to see much happening there. For now, it's just going to scan probably in an endless loop. And then on the top, we've got the ability to set our presets. Essentially manually dial in a preset by selecting the preset and then turning the knob. And then the signal strength indicator. Moving on, well, on the front, another few notable things is the quintessentially McIntosh vintage plastic chrome tip ring around the display, the glass, which makes these things hold up over time quite nicely, and the polished aluminum end caps. The unit, like all from this era, is able to go into a McIntosh box or be mounted into a piece of furniture. And these are the rails and the pan locks used to do so. On the back, it's pretty simple. We've got a switched outlet, a 1 amp slope blow fuse, and then 3 types of inputs for 75 ohms and 300 ohms. To the right, we've got the remote scan. I'm not quite sure what that's for. And then outputs here, we talked about the fixed and the variable outputs. And these two things, outputs, are connected to a performance indicator, if you were lucky enough to have one to match with this tuner. And there you go, MR80 FM tuner from McIntosh. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. And this is Sci-Fi Audio from Glen Rock, New Jersey. Thank you.